All right, AI government contractors. Okay, guys, it's 7:25 by my time, and I intend to start at 7:30 today. But in the meantime, I want to know who is here. Like, feel free to introduce yourself in the comments. I want to know who is here because there seems to be a consistent kind of group of people who come into the live stream. So feel free to introduce yourself. Let me know who's here while I prepare the agenda for today. Guys, one thing that has happened over this week that has been really challenging has been with payment processing. Some of you on the channel are going to be receiving refunds because my Stripe account had serious problems, and the book sales are going to be sent back to some of the customers. So I'm trying to sort that out, and that's why you haven't been able to purchase the book. But I'm still interested to know who is in the chat, so who's watching the stream. So feel free to let me know in the chat while I prepare our agenda for today. And by the way, today we're going to be talking about some of the ways to break down the solicitation to better understand what is in the document. Hi, Michelle. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. I think I've seen you before, so I've seen you in the comments as well. Thank you for supporting the channel. Now, I released a video yesterday that talked about how to break down the solicitation step by step. So I'm going to be going over those slides one more time today and using the steps in there to break down a different solicitation. And like I said, once it's 7:30 on the dot, I'm going to be starting off. Hello, Mr. Smith from Unconventional Cleaning. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for supporting the channel. Oh, I see you, Sabrina Butler. I remember when you came into the school group. Just for you, Global Sacramento, California. All right, welcome. Brian. Hello, Brian. I see you too, man. I see you. Welcome to the stream. Okay, guys, it's almost 7:30, and today I'm actually going to be breaking down a janitorial solicitation with a step-by-step method that should help you build out a document that gives you all the information in the government solicitation. Now, like I've said before, I typically look for simple service-based contracts. I like to find contracts with a small description, very little attachments, and that's typically what I pursue, especially when you're just looking for a quote. It's easy to put that together with ChatGPT. So we're going to be going into this janitorial solicitation, and we are going to be breaking it down and finding out what the details are. We're essentially going to be creating a document that gives us all the information in that solicitation. So anytime we need information, all we have to do is refer to that document as opposed to opening the solicitation again and combing through paragraphs. This way, you're going to save time on getting information from your solicitation. Also, it helps to have the statement of work broken down into a summary, and not just any type of summary, but a detailed summary. Detailed summary. Right up your alley. That's right, Mr. Smith. So, detailed summary of the work. And when I say detailed, I mean if we're talking about janitorial, perhaps they have 5 locations that need to be cleaned. You want that to be in the summary of the statement of work. It's a detailed summary. So I'm going to show you how to actually create that today. So just in case you want to call up a company like Unconventional Cleaning and tell them or ask them for a quote, you're going to have the ability to give details about the work and sound more intelligent while speaking about the details of the work. Okay, guys, it's 7:30 right now, and it seems like I have to run into my presentation. All right, guys, this is Mastering Government Contracting Made Easy in 2024. This is going to be a step-by-step guide. It's going to be a step-by-step guide. Let's just have it this way. Okay. Now, if you watched the video that I posted yesterday, you are already a bit familiar with these slides. The only difference today is that I'm going to be using a different solicitation, but going over the process step by step again. I want you to join the school community. Right now, we're trying to get the school community to 1,000 members so we can have a free seminar. So once you join the school community, you are going to be part of it. I'm not going to leave the recording available for too long. So I suggest that you hop on. It's very active. The people there are high level professionals. And I can tell you for a fact that you are going to be able to connect with one or two people on the AI GovCon school group. So get yourself there. Don't miss out. Also, if you are a small business owner, let's say you're new to government contracting, let's say you are a seasoned vet, you have won some state contracts or federal contracts, and you have a belt that is well decorated with contract wins, but you are intimidated by the time required to find contract on Sam.Gov and find potential subcontractors to partner with, and even crafting proposals that win government contracts, then by the end of this video, you are going to see exactly how you can take a step-by-step approach to understanding the solicitations, to breaking them down, and even putting together the beginning of your proposal. That's what I intend to do in this particular live stream. And we're going to be focusing on janitorial. Janitorial. Okay, so I want to know in the chat who is experiencing some of the problems I'm going to talk about as I go through the problems. As I go through the problems, I would like you to tell me in the chat if you are experiencing any of those problems. It will be really cool to listen or to read what you have to say while I go through these problems. Okay. Now, have you ever looked through a solicitation and you got to page two and started feeling overwhelmed by the technical jargon and the compliance language? Have you ever gone through a solicitation and given up while you were in the middle of reading the solicitation? Or maybe you didn't even get to the middle. I want you to let me know if you have ever looked at a solicitation and just thought, you know what, maybe government contracting might not be for me. Let me know if you've ever had that problem, or perhaps you're struggling to find subcontractors. This is where you have the biggest problem. Even that's where I find the biggest problem in the business. It's the biggest bottleneck because it's more like a sales process. You have to look for the best ones, contact them, negotiate with them, get a good quote from them. So if you have issues creating a list of prospective subcontractors, you can also let me know in the comments. I'm going to be looking out for it. Okay, so you feel like all your eggs are in one basket and you are not getting ahead and having options with people to partner with. And you don't know where to start when it comes to putting the bid packages together. You're constantly asking, what are the documents that I'm going to need? And how do I structure this proposal? What is a technical statement? And where do I start in putting the technical statement together? I mean, let's talk about past performance. How do I put together past performance? Where do I start? If this is a question that you've been asking yourself, I would like to know in the comments, have you gotten to this point where you just feel like you're struggling a little bit to understand exactly what the solicitation is about. So yeah, I can see that. Yes, Michelle, Brian, yes. Unconventional Mr. Smith, yes. Okay. It's the government is very, very wordy. Exactly. You see, that's a good thing and a bad thing. And let me tell you why I say it's a good thing, Brian. It's a good thing because most of the time, because they're so wordy, they tell you exactly what they want. They tell you exactly what they are looking for, and it's bad because sometimes they go into over explaining so deeply that you may actually lose the understanding that you were hoping to gain by them giving you the details of the work. So it's really important that you create a system that helps you understand the wordiness of the government solicitations, where you are not stuck on something that could easily be defined by, say, Chat GPT, for example. Okay, so let's move on. If you have any of these problems and you want to be able to have ease in these areas, just smash the like on this stream. Smash the like on this stream if you want to have the ability to circumvent some of these problems. You want to rise above them and create ease when it comes to understanding solicitations, breaking them down, and putting together a bid package. But at this point, especially if you're on the stream, that means you no longer want to face these problems. You're done with the guessing games. You want to be able to understand solicitations quickly. And understanding solicitations quickly is a great gift that you could give yourself, because that means that you are going to quickly evaluate if the solicitation is worth pursuing. There is no point going through a solicitation for 2 days just to find out that perhaps you wouldn't want to pursue it. Wouldn't life be easier if you had the ability to make a decision on your government contract quickly? Okay. You also want to be able to speak to multiple subcontractors. And for you to be able to do this, you're going to have to create a list of multiple subcontractors. That's the only way you're going to be able to do this. So, how do you get options with subcontractors? I'll be showing you that. And then you also want to be able to write proposals, right? You want to be able to put proposals together that match the needs of the solicitation. So, then you're going to want to follow these steps, especially if you are looking for a way to streamline your process of finding subcontractors, breaking down solicitations, and writing proposals. So, first thing you want to do is open Sam.Gov. Now, let me just work on my stream here so I can begin to show you exactly what I mean. Can you hear me? Can is the sound back or let me know? Okay. Now, just in case this was on mute, I just want to go through what I was saying here. The thought process here was I was evaluating. This is a combined synopsis slash solicitation. So I know that this solicitation is now at the stage where the government wants to begin to accept proposals and quotes from vendors who can possibly do the work. And through the bidding process, there's going to be a decision, and would be the decision would be based on some evaluation criteria that we're going to talk about as well. And we're going to find. So this is a total small business aside, and it is in the janitorial services 561720, just like Mr. Smith. Okay, so guys, when I see a description like this, I begin to smile out of control. I like short descriptions. When I see just one attachment, I also begin to smile out of control because it's more of a straightforward, kind of simple system that we're going to be working on here. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to download the solicitation. But what does the description say? It says the contractor shall provide all personnel, equipment, supplies, facilities, transportation, tools, materials, supervision, and other items and non-personal services necessary to perform janitorial services and ground maintenance at the Pine Bluff site office, Marine Terminal office. Okay, cool. I've downloaded the solicitation and I have my ChatGPT 4 open here. I'm going to grab the solicitation and I'm going to throw it into ChatGPT like so. I'm going to go into the beginner friendly solicitation guide, and you can actually get this in the school group. It's attached to a post that is pinned on the group, so you can get it there. So actually, guys, I jumped the gun a little bit. Let's step back. So step one is to open Sam.Gov. Step two was to use the industry keyword to find contract. So the industry keyword that we would have been using here would be something in janitorial, since I had already found the solicitation beforehand. Step three is to search for combined synopsis slash solicitation. So that's what we're currently working on right now. We are working with a combined synopsis slash solicitation. Okay. And then step four is break down the solicitation with this prompt. And the prompt is here. This is the prompt that we're going to use to break down the solicitation, actually. So this prompt is built to extract certain pieces of information. So let's use this prompt instead. Okay, so we have the solicitation number. We know that the agency is the Army Corps of Engineers, Little Rock District. The solicitation is for janitorial services and ground maintenance in at Pine Bluff Site Office Marine Terminal office. So provide all personnel, equipment, supplies, facilities, transportation, tools, materials, and supervision. Perform janitorial services and ground maintenance. Okay, it's due August 14th, 2014. So 2024. So there is good time for someone to pursue this. And submission requirements: request for quotation, cover page signed, complete provision as applicable, quote scheduled with unit price and total price, signed amendment as applicable, submission on preferred submission preferred via email in DPT format. Okay, guys, very simple. They're looking for a quote. We have the contact information here and the evaluation criteria. So the solicitation states that award will be made solely, guys, listen, the award will be made solely on price. Award will be made solely on price. Yes, it is a different prompt from what you see on the guide. You're right about that, Michelle. I pulled out that prompt from a slide that I created tomorrow. I'll be making the slide available in the school group as well. So that slide would be in the school group by the end of day tomorrow. So let's have a deeper look at this solicitation. Now, apart from using this prompt to break it down. You want to use ChatGPT/Google to find companies that can perform the work. Okay, so I want to know what are more details about the work. Create a detailed statement of work for this SOL. So I want to get more details because what I have up here is just a bit scanty, right? What is this work really about? The Pine Bluff site office marine terminal office requires comprehensive janitorial and ground maintenance services to ensure a clean, safe, and well-maintained environment for all employees and visitors. The contractor shall provide all necessary personnel, equipment, tools. Okay, we've seen this. Okay, so it's daily cleaning, waste disposal, bathroom maintenance, and periodic deep cleaning of all interior office spaces, common areas, and restrooms. So daily cleaning, waste disposal, bathroom maintenance. So this includes dusting, vacuuming, floor cleaning, and window washing. Fantastic. So ground maintenance, there will be regular landscaping, lawn care, trimming of trees and shrubbery, weeding, pest control, and maintenance of walkways and park lots. Guys, this is a big one. This is a big one. So the daily task is going to be to perform general cleaning tasks in all designated areas, waste removal, empty all waste bins daily, and manage recycling procedures. Restroom maintenance, clean and sanitize all restrooms twice daily. Interesting. Mr. Smith, is this catching your attention? Like, what are your thoughts here? I'll be interested to know because this seems to be a big one. Okay, so we have the performance standards. Actually, I want to look at yeah, so this is based solely on price. It's based solely on your quote. Okay, no worries. And this is the email for the contact information here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to open this document because I believe that there would be some space to create your quotes. So this is the cover page. We're going to need to extract this delivery information. Let's see. Actually, what I'm going to ask ChatGPT to do here is recreate the quote sheet. Recreate the quote sheet in the SOL. So it starts producing the cover page. It starts producing. Just check this out, guys. I asked ChatGPT to recreate the quote sheet that was in the solicitation, and look at what is happening right in front of us right now. We are currently recreating the quote sheet. Now I'm going to go with this one. Very interesting how we're able to do that. But actually, guys, I forgot one thing. I'm going to start to put some of this information into my doc over here. So we have this document being built out. Okay, so now I want you to create, or actually, we're going to the next step. The next step is actually to ask ChatGPT what kind of companies can fulfill this work. So we have janitorial companies, we have ground maintenance and landscaping companies, we have integrated service providers. One thing I've noticed is that with ChatGPT, when you ask this question, after the first two or three companies, everything else get begins to become ultra specific, or perhaps it's just too wide and doesn't really relate to the search that we are trying to accomplish. But the reason we do this is because we want to ask ChatGPT to turn these companies into Google search terms with the location of the sites. turn this into Google search terms with the location of the site. So now we have Google search terms here, Pine Bluff AR. Okay, so I can grab this particular search term and say, turn this into a Boolean string, turn this into a Boolean string with relevant industry keywords. So now we're turning it into a Boolean string so we can go into Google and begin our search. So guys, one of the reasons why I use the term industry keywords is because we can go into commercial cleaning, janitorial companies, office cleaning services, and with the location as well. And in this case, we're going to be looking for companies that can also help with landscaping, which is an interesting proposition here. So guys, sometimes this may not give you the best results with the Boolean. So another thing that you can do is to use ChatGPT to say, create a list of 10 companies within the area that can fulfill the project and leave their link in the description. Don't worry about the spelling errors. ChatGPT will be able to handle all of those. Okay, so now it's giving us contact information. It's giving us the address. And one thing that I am seeing here that I would like would be the link to their website. So I'm going to also add the link to the company website. But I just want you to see right now that you have phone numbers that were scraped from the internet, and you can begin the process of perhaps calling. You can begin the process of, copying this company and trying to find them on Google, but you have options. This is the point of what I'm trying to show you here, that you're going to have options. You need options. This is not a game where you want to go in with all your eggs in one basket. You want to have options. Now, we have Pine Bluff Janitorial Supply. We have the website link here. There's a chance that it might not work. Some of them say that it's not available. So you want to keep going to different places and trying out what works and what does not work. It's not a one time thing guiding you from crisis to resolution. This seems more like insurance and not janitorial. So, guys, it's great that this is happening on the call, or sorry, on the stream, because it's important to know that there's no one trick pony where you type in this cool thing on ChatGPT and you have all the answers. I'm trying to open this link here and it's not opening. So, look for companies with their website live. Let's try that. But this would be the process that you would go through find while you are trying to find subcontractors. It's not going to be perfect, but let's see what ChatGPT was able to find for us here. For some reason, I'm unable to click on the link. Let me see if I copy it and paste it. Would it be? No, it's not. Let's see where the company is. I'm just going to refresh my page here to make sure there's nothing wrong. Okay, let's go. I can click on it now. Looking for companies with their websites live. Razorback Janitorial. Guys, we're going to try to use Razorback Janitorial to attempt to create our price proposal based on the evaluation criteria. Or I'm going to actually ask ChatGPT to write out the evaluation criteria in the SOL in detail. And I'm going to grab that document right now and drag it into our chat box. Let's go. Okay, so what we have here is the award will be made solely based on price. This means that the contract will be awarded to the offerer who submits the lowest price technically acceptable, quote, assuming all the other conditions such as resignations and compliance are met. Okay, so write out a table of contents for the proposal, for the price proposal. No more than 3 items. And one of the reasons why we're going to no more than 3 items is because we want to just give them price. That's what they're asking for, right? So in a situation where we're just giving them price, we're going to be using some of the quotations that they provided in the document, and we're also going to be using some of the work that we're going to build out here. But for the sake of this video, I'm only showing you how we're going to create the executive summary using the subcontractors information here for our executive summary. So the first thing I'm going to do is write out the executive summary for Godwin GovCon in partnership with, and I'm going to use the website of our subcontractor here. We will not be disclosing the name of our partner, but the value we provide. So let's go with it like that. Okay, so Godwin GovCon is pleased to submit the price proposal for the janitorial and grounds maintenance service solicitation for the Pine Bluff site office marine terminal office. We are committed to providing unparalleled service excellence, leveraging cutting edge technology, and adhering to the highest industry standards. As an established leader in government contracting, Godwin GovCon brings a track record of efficient, reliable service delivered, underscored by a deep understanding of the logistical and operational needs specific to government facilities. Our approach integrates advanced scheduling tools, environmentally friendly cleaning procedures, products, and rigorous staff training programs to ensure consistent quality and compliance with all federal, state, and local regulations. Guys, I just wanted to show you how you can go through this process of creating a list of possible subcontractors, breaking down the solicitation to better understanding, and even writing a proposal, creating an executive summary that you can begin to use as the beginning of your proposal, the base of your proposal. And as you can see, we have something here that we can even decide that, look, I'm not really happy with this. I'm going to throw in my combined synopsis slash solicitation and tell ChatGPT to rewrite rewrite the summary with more alignment to the SOL. Let's see what we have here. Godwin GovCon is submitting this price proposal in response to the solicitation issued by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Little Rock District, for comprehensive janitorial and ground maintenance services at the Pine Bluff site office marine terminal office. Our proposal is structured to deliver exceptional value through meticulous service execution, leveraging our advanced operational capabilities and strategic industry partnership. Our team at Godwin GovCon brings extensive experience in managing large-scale janitorial and maintenance projects, particularly within government facilities. This expertise is complemented by our commitment to operational excellence, which includes the adoption of sustainable practices and the use of environmentally safe products, ensuring compliance with all applicable regulations and standards. Guys, you can pause the video later on, read a bit more of this, but tell me what you think about the wording, the verbiage. Is this something that you could have come up with in just an hour? Or would this have taken you a bit longer? And I want to know, does anybody have any questions right before I begin to conclude? If anybody has a question, I'm open to answering. But if there are no questions, I'm willing to call it a day. Okay, guys, it's been wonderful. Join the school community and enjoy the rest of your day, guys.